This is good. I'm gonna have to have another cup of coffee. Good morning, Sandra. Happy Monday. I keep forgetting it's Monday. My days feel like they're just a bit of a blur. Good morning. My coffee is on point today. I am loving the coffee I made myself. I don't know if who's a coffee drinker in here, but I know a lot of people like a lot of different coffees. I like to treat myself occasionally to Starbucks or Pete's Coffee, and or there's this mom and pop shop that's a couple like 2 blocks away. But I do make my majority of the year. I make my own coffee. I made a dark roast coffee, and then it has heavy heavy cream that I blended honey. It's orange honey blossom in it. It is amazing. Good morning. It's just what I needed. Because I had one of those sleeps where I went to bed early, but then I kept waking up for like weird stuff. I had like weird dreams. Like I had a dream that I was like Santa's elf and I wasn't packing enough, like wrapping enough gifts fast enough, and like the elves went like rogue on me. I have an overactive imagination. Good morning. Um, so yeah, it's Monday. This week I have I only have one project and I'm super nervous about it. I've been commissioned to remake a bag. To remake a bag and make two by Friday. So this is the bag that I'm going to remake and I'm nervous. I'm going to do part one of it. So this is a regular backpack as it has nice padded sleeves. It doesn't have the bar thing. It has a good old fashioned slider and connector. It has a airport holder in the back. It does open up to a small compartment back here. And there's a little bit, it feels like something like Craft Text. When I open it up, I'll know more a little bit about it. I love opening up bags to see their stabilizers. It's a weird thing. I would go to like secondhand store and buy bags just to see the stabilizers. Um, so it has a back pocket on the gusset that has like where you can put your like tablet or whatever, which is pretty cool because if you think about it, this is on like your carry-on and you have your tablet and everything here. It just makes life a little bit easier. This gusset has a really cool feature. So when it's zipped up, this gusset has a neoprene pocket on the inside of the gusset. Now you do see the neoprene in the front pocket right here, but that this is an easy fix, but it's a genius make. I cannot wait to do this and put this modification in because once I do that, I might be modifying this in other bags. And it has two accordion pockets and it has another zipper in the gusset for change. Or you could put maybe your cards or your boarding pass in it and call it a day. The front has a hidden pocket connector, and of course there are two handles, and the handles have that classic button that you snap to make it one. I, to be honest with you, I've been procrastinating this bag for about a month or two, because I'm not a designer. I'm not a designer, so I it's easier for me to take patterns that are already made and then me mess around with it. I have created other I have created a lot of patterns on my own from different people's bag measurements from bags that they like, and I have done it. But every time I do it, I start going through the self-doubt, like I'm not good enough. I They're gonna hate it. Like you you just start beating yourself up. And today I woke up this morning like I got this. I got this. So I'm going to do the first part today. My first part is I'm going to take pictures at every angle, every pocket, everything, and I'm going to kind of do it like a crime scene. And you're like, "What?" So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to put a post-it card by that says like piece A, front pocket, hidden pocket, zipper is this, this, and this. So the photo will have not only what's in there, but the measurements and whatever. So that way I can reconstruct it. So my idea is I'm taking apart like the first part of it, I'm going to make pattern pieces and then I'm going to get muslin and make a ugly version because I if you're in my Patreon, you know that I make when I make my modification, I make an ugly bag, but somehow I always like it. Like we're doing the Mighty Messenger and I made it all in zebra print and I like it now. Like, um, so I'm gonna do the first half and then do the first half of the bag in an ugly print off the measurement. So that way I have something to reference the original photos and then the bag that I made before I go ham and make it. So the way it's set up is Wednesday and Thursday. I need to make one bag and the other one, and then wrap them up and give them to my husband so he can deliver them on Friday. So I have a big job to do in 3 days, and I think I can do it. I might have to pull extra hours and listen to some upbeat music and stop like berating myself and believe in myself. Because we are our worst enemies. We are Nobody out there is telling you that you can't do stuff. It's usually yourself. So if you believe in yourself, then nothing else matters. Everything else is just nothing. So that's my plan for today. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited. How like when you first met a person that you really liked and you got that butterflies in your stomach? That is what I'm feeling right now. I'm nervous and scared, and it's an awesome feeling. It's because it's you don't get that feeling a very lot as an adult. That's what I'm feeling right now. I feel like something magical is about to happen, and I'm going to be a part of it. Whether it's going to be something that is an absolute disaster or something that can change the bad game, I'm going to be a part of this. So it's going to be interesting. Designers Pressity too. Yeah, I know. But I see you guys. Like Shannon has been very open about how many times she has to recreate a bag and how many she has before she does it. I know for a fact Alexis will be like, I'm on my eighth bag, like before she gives a pattern test to our testers. And I feel really privileged because I'm friends with these people. They're very open and honest. So it makes them look human, if that makes sense. That these people when they're constructing like magic. Like these are two, I mentioned two bad baddies in the bag makers. Like they're doing things and paving ways that are very futuristic in bag making. They're continuously making um different techniques. So when they say they make 6, 7 bags before they even send it out to the tester, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm not alone." Right? So, I feel like it's important for us to share that. Don't just share the triumphs, share the struggle, 'cause people realize that, no, you don't have perfect bags every time. No, like, no, you're not as fast as you think you have. Like, people always comment how fast I am, but a handful of people have cut with me, and they'll be like, "Yeah, Shinova cuts very, very slow." I don't wanna cut with her. So, or when I'm trying to do a modification, you'll be surprised how long I'm in my workroom and how many, prototypes I go through before I do it until I like it. So Patreon gets the gist of that because they always see the prototypes. But yeah, that's how it is. And then sometimes I'm in a zone and I can modify on the fly. But most of the times my prototypes are like they take forever. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the no, I did not cut my hair. I have curly hair, so my hair does different things. It's black girl magic. So, I did use me and, me and Io went to Lush because that's where she wanted to go to, and they have this. It's called Goth Juice. It is a styling gel, and it's a Beetlejuice collaboration. I got the last one. Here's the thing, if you have a wave or a curl or anything, or you just like to have your hair sleek back in a nice ponytail, this stuff is amazing. I don't like the smell, but it held all these curls. I wonder how long it's gonna hold. Probably tomorrow my hair will be out in the fro, but it I didn't have to use a lot of product, and it holds it without it being crunchy, which if you have curly hair, you know, you know. So, if you have wavy hair, you know, you know. We're like the crunch. We try everything. We're like sitting here crunching, stretching it, doing everything. But yeah, I went and got this at Lush, which this is an interesting story. Like I got the last one and they had a sample, and I was genuinely curious what they do with the sample. As soon as I purchased it, the guy with the gorgeous curly afro like mine was like, "This is mine," and he put it in the back. So I was like, "Can I get a sample?" He gave her a sample, but it was interesting that I guess the Lush, employees, when something's sold out and there's no more they're gonna make of it, they get to have a sample. So I was like, "That's pretty cool," because that's kind of a good perk because you're around these products all day, every day, and they're not cheap. So kudos to you for getting yours. I think that's awesome. But this doesn't smell great. But it doesn't smell like it smells doesn't smell great when you're putting it in, but then it, like, kinda the smell dissipates a little bit because I was like, "Kendall, smell my hair," and he's like, "Your hair smells fine." So and he's very realistic with it, like, he'll be like, "No, that does not smell good in your hair." So, the goth juice is pretty awesome. Thank you, Lynette, you're always, my cheerleader. You only share your struggles with your tester team. Like it's I there's a couple people like all right, again, I'm gonna use Shannon. Her ears must be ringing like, what is Shanova saying about me? um she expresses that she'll be in a sewing funk or whatever, and it makes her relatable. Shannon makes some of the best bags I've ever seen, hands down. Like some of the best bags. That's the reason why her classes sell out when she's on at So Whatever Studios. It's the reason why people go gaga for her. Her bags are very unique, but she goes through the sewing blues too. And people that express that find it relatable because we all have issues with sewing. Like I love it when people are like, "Oh my God, I keep messing up on sewing." That was God, Friday. I wanted to Hulk smash my whole dang room because I just everything I touch, it's like I had the reverse of I don't know. It was like everything I touched turned to garbage. I but I didn't wanna walk away because I have this issue that if I am having a bad day, not to walk away, to keep going. Like it worked out in the end, but yeah, your girl had a mixture of emotions, and then I was like, "Oh, Imma play Christmas music in the background," and then all of a sudden I started hating all Christmas songs. But then the Temptations' Silent Night came on, and then I started crying, and my kid was like, "Hold it together." So, very emotional this holiday season. So, it's, awesome. Yep, curly hair is very much influenced by the weather. It is raining, so I washed and deep conditioned my hair yesterday, so whatever hair product you have, when it's raining, my hair gravitates, does something different than most people's hair frizz out when it's raining because it's too much moisture. My hair is like, "Yes," and just absorbs all the humidity, and my curls look great. That's why I usually love curly like, rainy days because my curls look like I could be in a Pantene Pro V commercial. I'm like, "Yeah." When it's not raining, my curls look thirsty. Like I said, my hair is not like everybody's, but as a curly hair girl, that's what I would say for the curly hairs and the, wavy hairs, you might wanna see they got the Goth Juice, the Beetlejuice. Also, it's a limited collection, they aren't making it anymore. They also have a Wicked collection, in there, and once that's gone, it's gone. So I'm like, I hate when they do that because then you fall in love with the product and then you can never get it again. And especially with a product like Lush, they have it's literally has an expiration date on it. It's not like you can keep it, like, for 2 years. It starts, like, getting weird textures after a couple months. So yep. Yeah, when you straighten yep. Okay, so fun story. I only try to straighten my hair. There's like only a small window of time where I gotta wear my hair straight. And it's like this soft spot between when spring is leaving and summer's here. And there's no like hurricanes or storms coming in. It's like less than a week I can wear it. But other than that, because I live in Maryland, it's more like when doesn't it rain than how oh whatever. So it just you go whenever it doesn't rain, that's how it works. No, I haven't tried that one. I usually, try, there's this product called Duo, and I they have really cute names, but their products, their hair care line is really cool because 'cause they'll have, gels and mousses that actually have leave-in conditioners and oils and stuff that really curly girls' hair needs, and so it's only one product. So they have my heart right now with that because I hate layering things into my head because it weighs down my curls. As much hair as I have is really easy to weigh it down. So it's if somebody watched me, if I ever did a hair tutorial, people would be like, "What the? I thought she used more product or something." I use a ton of conditioner and I'll sit there with the steamer or like sit underneath a dryer or whatever, but that's the only product that I use a lot of. Um, Other than that, I'm pretty, like, low key. I my girls are too. They just the wash and the conditioning day is just very intense. So yeah, I like the cold weather. That's when I usually wear my froze, like, my hair getting really big and big. I usually it loves the cold weather. Winter and fall is, like, all about my curly fro and or just my afro. So because it's not as much moisture in the air, um, so, like, it stays, and it allows it to stretch out and be bouncy and whatever, but as soon as that snow or that moisture from a storm comes in, my curls, like, start to revert to this, like, when this goes away, the hair will just continues you guys just watch, every day my hair will get bigger, bigger, and bigger until Sunday, and then, it starts all over again. So, it's pretty interesting. Oh my god, yeah, conditioner is like in this house, we will fight for conditioners. We all have it. My favorite cheap conditioner is at Trader Joe's. Oh my god, the tea tree one, we will go to blows. And here's the thing, it's like $3. Like, we we will fight for it. Like, who took it? And, like, the thing I don't understand how we dwindle down so fast with it. Because when we go, we will buy, like, whatever's on the shelf. And then all of a sudden, like, it's like Double Dare. Remember the gladiator thing on Nickelodeon? It's like we're fighting for it, like, everyone's fighting for it, and my husband's just like and my son's like, "What?" We're all fighting for that last drop because it has amazing slip for curly hair, so and then it also tingles on your scalp. Who doesn't like somebody, like, little tingles on your scalp? It's just amazing. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so when I had mostly blonde, me and, the purple shampoo were, like, amazing, right? But somebody in my house realized that because their hair is lighter, like a lighter brown, that when they put the purple shampoo, it just, like, kind of, like, brighten up their, like, naturally blonde highlights. She will remain nameless. She's my oldest child. And it would just slowly disappear. I'm like, "This is not cheap. Where is it? Where is this shoe?" It just went MIA one day. So I wander into the kid's bathroom, and lo and behold, in that she remaining nameless, it was in her caddy. She almost died that day. So, love her to pieces, though. So yesterday, I made a Triscal wallet. This is a Beetlejuice one. This is part of, Alchemet's. pre-order, and it's the vinyl. Now, I don't know if you see this. The reason why I went hard for this one and I asked to get this as a strike is because I hate directional prints with a like there's a time and a place for them. I do love border prints. I love border prints. But I hate directional prints on vinyl because I feel like then you're missing out on so many opportunities for bags or wallets. So the fact that the sandworms are like a toss print, I was like, yes. so, so I and look at the purple. I did so good on the edge paint. So I did this. We made very simple. You peep the green. Oh, that's man. I gotta get wherever I got this green zipper tape at. I'm like running like dangerously low. I'm like, and then the credit card slot is striped. I had it, and it's striped in the inside. You know how to give it like full fledged Beetlejuice vibes. And then I got to make the strap connector. I forgot to do that, but I put um, little corset rings on there, and I think this is super cute. I love making the Trisco because it comes together so fast. The real long part about it is edge painting. That's it. And you have to be patient with it. Like I said before with edge painting, it's like nail polish, base coat, a couple layers of your top of your whatever polish you're gonna put in there, and then a top coat. I did a glossy, but sometimes I like a matte top coat. I don't know why, but I think it would I this actually would have been better in a matte top coat than a glossy. I did glossy because I thought it would be better for a contrast, but now I'm slowly regretting it. But it is what it is. It's done. I used Mojo So's base coat because this she has 2 different base coats. I don't know if she sells them like this. One base coat dries clear and the other one kinda dries into like a milky trans opaque color. I like the one that dries clear because that when it dries clear means I can sand it. The opaque one throws me off because I'm like sitting here touching it like, "Is it dry? Is it dry?" But I digress. This is just a Nova problem. So, then for the colors, I use Gherardini's purple and light purple and dark purple with a drop of black, and then I mixed that, and then I used Mojo So's top clear. But I should have like I think I should have did the Gherardini matte because this is like a very matte color and there's no gloss to it. And it's very smooth, which I love. I don't like a whole lot of textures on my vinyl because it gives me the heebie-jeebies sometimes. I'm just gonna be real like if it's like if it feels like pebbles or whatever, I'm just gonna be like and I'll continue to touch it and have like shivers down my spine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just being factual. Let's see. Oh yeah, the edge coat. Yeah. So like it's edge coat. It's a matte one. I mixed it. I wanted like a more. I was trying to get more of a lilac, but it's a very soft purple. This vinyl the is part of the Alchemats. If you go to Alchemats, just see if I can put you in the pre-order stuff. Bear with me for just a second. I'm gonna take you. You need to have an account. And that's the main thing. Have an account, sign in, and then you can order. The turnaround times are a little bit longer, but she is a person that's a very big stickler to making sure that she doesn't have any like imperfections or whatever in the no flaws. Which I really appreciate because I've got somewhere I got a pre-order and like it was full of like marks and stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is not what I paid for. So not awesome. Hold on. So yeah, that's her Shopify, and you can go if you're on Facebook. She has Alchemax as her Facebook, and you can see when she gives you updates on when rounds are closing and opening, how the progression of her rounds are coming, if there's a issue with customs, or if she had to get stuff replated or whatever. She's really open and honest, and she's a very kind person. If you go on her Facebook too, she shows everything that is in this current round, and there's a lot of different prints. She has her version of Wicked, which that's what I'm going after, to be honest with you, because if you're a bag maker and you sell bags, then we only have part one. Part two comes out next year. So being ahead of the game and having hardware, magnets, and fabric that is Wicked, you're ahead of the game already. So when it comes out again, and it's all the rage again for the conclusion, you can sell some bags. Be like, oh, I got that. And then she has Beetlejuice, and then the bag that I showed you yesterday with the Pac-Man, she has a lot of different variety. So I I'm a huge fan of hers. So like she just puts a lot of effort in her work. All right, so onto the advent calendars. So we're on day 16. We're gonna start with Stitch Supply Co. If I can get it out. It says ho ho ho. Oh, so it's a notepad, but it has your name. It has my name on the bottom. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. Again, for a person that has an unusual name, if this was a plain notepad, I'll be like, great. It's just, I can see the quilt blocks on here, but the fact that it says my name, it means a lot. That means it's just, I don't have anything that ever says my name. So I appreciate this. And I also, when I'm doing modifications or I'm testing, I take notes. I know, Arnetta, we're doing a high five because you have a unusual name. Like you see people going into the keychain store, getting their names on a keychain, and we're like, I can't even find Nova. Okay. So I'm really appreciative of this. This is really cool. And then I like the quilt block on the side. I will use these, especially when I'm doing modifications on things. I write on note cards and whatever, and I staple them to the actual pattern. And I think this is really awesome. Okay, all right. I understand, Kelly. I hope. Good morning. So this is really, really cool, I think. I was telling them about, I used in my hair the Goth juice, and he was right. It holds it, but there's like no crunch whatsoever. I'm trying to figure out how that is. I know. So you would probably love this too, wouldn't you? All the people around the world that have a unique spelling or a unique name is like, yes. Like, we got something with our name on it. I used to hate going on field trips, and then like they'll be at the gift shop, and like I would have a really cool friend's name like Becca and all that, or Rebecca, or like Tammy or whatever, and they're all pulling out like things that have like their name, and I'm like, I guess I'll pick the heart keychain. So, thanks, mom and dad. So, I know the curls, but he was right though. I was telling him how like as soon as we bought that, how he grabbed that one and was like, it's mine. I was like, he wasn't joking. He was like, the Lush person was talking up this gel, because this gel is actually meant for people to do the Lilia Dietz hairstyle, to do the straight bangs and without any crunch. And he said it's actually, he found it good for curls, and he was right. I was like, this tube is not enough for my hair. But a little does go a long way. I'm not a big fan of the smell, but I digress. It still worked. All right, so we're looking for day 16, which is a fancy envelope. All right. Designed to offer both elegance and protection. I'm going to continue reading before I make judgments. You'll be enticed to create more than one. We love to see what you create. Use hashtag SallyTomatoAdventBox on social media. Let's see. Okay, so it's a mini pattern. It's called the Drew. Let me take this out. All right. So let's see what it doesn't say anything on there. The Drew is a card. I'm trying this for protection. I'm just give me a second. Okay, the Drew's customized size, versatile, protective accessory designed to fit various items such as passports, planners, books, and other belongings. Customizable size. Okay. Um, or any other belongings. Inside, you'll find multiple cards, perfect to store your credit cards, ID, or business cards. It has a simple construction, snug fit, and it's professional finish of this making of this bag for any idea sewist looking to organize and protect. They use protect 3 times in this paragraph. They're essentials. The name of the design is the design of this pattern is inspired by Nancy Drew, the mystery novels. I do like that though. I mean, if they said that we're putting RFD in here, I'll be like, yeah, but how does this protect? I'm just gonna look at the what we need. Hold on. There's no RFD, but they use protection a lot in this paragraph. So I'm thinking, I mean, it's cool, like to protect your passports and stuff like that. I get it. You have a cover. And I do like the fact that it's customizable sizes. As you can see, there's different sizes. I like that. And then you can use edge coat. They said helpful notions is edge coat. Like if you're making it with leather, the gum thing, roller pins, clips, magnetics, so tights, everything. So I like that because we got the corners yesterday and we have that really beautiful vinyl. This is going to be a great tool to have in your thing. It's a mini pattern and I like that. That's super cool. Okay, I just want to stock up. I appreciate you. I might want to stock up because he was like, there's no more in this one. I think my Lush in Columbia Mall, the people are very interesting. You either have the person that knows way too much or the person that knows absolutely nothing. And they're awkwardly staring at the person that knows everything. And the person that knows everything is like low key doing something else and like laughing to themselves, watching the person that knows nothing suffer. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting thing to watch. And you just sit there and watch. But yeah, they have Wicked too. They have a lot of cool Wicked stuff, bath bombs and whatever. And they have an advent calendar, which I did not know about. So, in case you want to like a smell good advent calendar, they have one too. Bag Butters has Butter Bags have a passport holder. Yeah, a lot of people have a couple passport holders. Mrs. Sewing Patterns with Mrs. H has one. There's a couple people that have it, but I like the fact that you have like the little hardware on the edge or whatever. And it's always nice to have something in your stash for that occasion in case you do need to have a passport, especially for Sally Tomato. They have this trip and it's like, it's pretty hefty, but if you got the money, I say go for it. It's like a $5,000 trip. You go to Portugal and you get to go to the factory where they make their vinyl, not their vinyl, their cork. And they have all these cool experiences. Like you need personal chefs, you have a personal driver the whole time you're there. You get to sightsee, you get to go to like glazing classes and painting classes and all these different things. And I was like, dude, if I had that extra money and if I didn't have something booked that weekend, my sewing retreat. Like, that would be something I would be like, "Oh, I gotta make happen," because that's pretty cool. Like, no one else has offered to take people to where they get their cork or where they get their hardware or anything. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that the one thing I like about Silly Tomatoes, they sometimes come out with things that are totally out of the realm of what we would expect, and that keeps them original and on their toes. The fact that they have that is pretty freaking cool. Sorna has one too. Let's see. A lot of people do. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, So Sweetness has one, I know, and again, Sewing Powders of Miss H. I think it's kind of like a lot of bag designers have it because it's a good pattern to have. And I'm not mistaken, can't you kind of change one of Sincerely Jen's into one a passport too? And doesn't Kathy Cadill have one that just came out? So there's a lot you can do if you don't get the Drew pattern. There's a lot, but I'm excited because I want to see what that can do in it. I don't know. I like having these little patterns because they always come out and I don't sew them right away, but when I do, it's exactly when I need them. So they're pretty cool. So yeah, that is it, my friends. I'm gonna start my um picking unpicking business and making pattern pieces. It's gonna be super fun. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. If you guys need me, you know how to reach me. I hope you guys have a whimsical day.